Hey guys, it's Scott. I've got my Bespoke Post detailed box for the month of May here, and I'm going to open it up and show you guys. Also, I kind of want to start doing some car reviews because I just signed up for detailed box, which will be coming up later in more of my videos down the line. But I'm going to kind of show practical application of that. I've actually got another video that's kind of long, but it shows all the detailed products that I use on my vehicles. Just as a heads up, I'm a supercar guy. I have a beater that on the outside looks pretty good, but gets washed almost never. And the inside is pretty grody as well from the previous owner who had it. And then I have a 2011 Camaro that's like my baby, and I try to do everything to keep it looking perfect, but it doesn't get very dirty. So I have two different cars. Some of these products are going to work best on one and not very good on the other. So I have two very good platforms to kind of show you guys what is effective and what is not. If you check that video out, you'll see that more in detail. You won't really see my cars, but you'll see a lot of the products I use and what I use them for. So let's go get cracked into this. So I actually haven't gotten a Bespoke Post in a while. You probably saw the last one I got was the cigar box, and it's because they haven't been very good. I just haven't been very interested in them, but that's a nice thing about Bespoke Post is you don't have to get it if you don't want to. So the 1st through 5th of the month you can just choose that you don't want it, but when I saw this I knew that I wanted it for sure, and I will show you guys exactly why. So they're very big on Father's Day. When Father's Day comes around, they really try to encourage you to buy a box and send it to your dad. To be honest, I don't know any dad that wouldn't be appreciative of this box because it is hands down worth way more than $45, and again I will show you guys why. But launching May 22nd, which I believe that is today, they're having a special under $100 on their website, a bunch of for dad items. Anyways, here is the note that came with it. A lot of the stuff inside here kind of explains to you what the products actually are. I very rarely read this because I typically know what my products are before I get them. It also tells you kind of how to wash your car, which I don't really need to be told how to do that so far. Alright, so very big. We've got two microfiber cloths right off the bat. This blue one I believe is almost the exact same as the very nice ones I like that are edgeless towels, but these aren't edgeless. These are just kind of polishing pads. But for those who are very anal about their paint, like I am, I like to always make sure that before I put my microfibers on my car that they actually are not going to scratch. So what I do is I just basically rub it against the CD and see if there's any scratches, and I do not see any scratches, so this is a high quality microfiber. And the next one, we'll do the same. This actually doesn't feel like it's as high quality, but we'll see if it makes any scratches. And I don't see any either. But some people have the rule of you drag a microfiber across your hands, and if it feels like it's sticking, like you kind of have, I really don't know how to describe it, but it kind of grabs onto your hand. It's usually not as good quality microfiber. Sometimes that's true, sometimes it's not. But sometimes that's a good rule of thumb to go by. I like to do the CD test. So as far as the products that they send, so there's 3 of their actual products. Their car wash soap, which this is 8 ounces. You use about 1 ounce of it for each wash, so this is good for 8 washes. And then their Speed Shine. So this is just basically a quick detailer. It's not meant to wash your car. It has a little bit of lubrication there, but it makes your car look good after maybe you drove it for a day and you want to get some dust off, or you take it to a car show and want to make it look really good on the spot. It does come with a little sprayer for this. Honestly, this is going to get really annoying to spray it kind of like that, so I'm actually transferring this into one of my other bottles and use it that way. But for the review, I will show you guys what comes in the box and how effective it is. So this is what makes the box worth it right here. It's the Griots Premium Carnauba Paste Wax. By the way, I forgot to mention these are all Griots garage products. They're, I guess they are high quality car washing products. Typically you find them in like mail order magazines. They kind of target the old guy that works on his baby in the garage all the time. type stuff, but rather than like professional detailers, but all their products work great. This is a massive amount of carnauba wax. I mean, this 14 ounces, this is going to last you a long time. If you wax your car every other week, this will last you more than a year. And typically these go for like $60 to $70. So right there, this is what makes the whole thing worth it, but you get a bunch of awesome other items to try out. But I will definitely be showing you guys what this looks like on my Camaro. Alright, so they also give you the wax applicator. So I am not too big of a fan of using this as an applicator for wax. I have a little hex grip type applicator, but I will use this to show you guys how it works. What is nice though is the grip and the actual applicator are interchangeable. Some people may not like that. I like it for the fact that if this gets used up, you only have to wash this tiny little part versus washing this whole thing out and waiting for it to dry. So you can just have a few of these if you want to do your entire car and this gets used up. But the nice thing about the hex grip, when I saw this, I thought this was plastic, but it actually is kind of a soft rubber. So you can actually grab it and grip onto it and use it rather than try and hold it, a hard plastic, and let it fall out of your hand like that. Alright, and lastly in the box, you have a microfiber car wash pad. So I actually just got one of these from the rag company. It's purple though, and I haven't had a chance to use that yet, but I will start off with this. Let me just see if it induces any scratches. And it did not. By the way, I use a Blu-ray disc, not a crappy CDR, because Blu-ray discs have a harder plastic that is more similar to your clear coat on the car. But you could use a CD if you want to make sure it's as perfect as possible on your vehicle. So anyways, I'm going to try and sum up how much this box is worth, just because I know this box is easily worth more than the $45 I spent on it. So let's assume that I could get these two items on sale, 50 bucks. Okay, already worth it. Let's see, I get this on a deal online, maybe $15, $10, $15. Let's just say $15, including shipping for all these items. So we go to about 55 or 65 on this, and then with the microfibers, let's assume that I'm getting a really good deal on this stuff, and I paid only $10 for these three things. So right there, you're already looking at $75 for what the box is. Extremely worth it, and that's not, let's just assume that that's not including shipping, but maybe if you spend $75 in most places, you'll get free shipping. Anyways, totally worth it. I would argue one of the best values that I've gotten out of any of my Bespoke Post boxes, and I'm very happy that I picked up this box, mainly just for the wax here. I do have a Americana wax that I use already, so if you watch my other video you can see that. But this in and of itself is going to make me very happy that, or made me very happy that I got this box. So anyways, overall, totally worth it. Thanks for watching. I've got a ton of other videos for you to watch. I've got Birchbox, 5.4, Bombfell, Trunk Club, and a few others that are out there. But I'm going to be doing some other detailing videos for you guys once I get my detail box. So hopefully I can show you guys, if you're interested in this, a lot more of what's available out there for you guys to use on your vehicles. If you have any feedback for me, just leave in the comments below, and I will try to integrate whatever your recommendations may be to get you guys better videos. Also, if there's any other subscription box that you know of out there that you'd like me to check out, that way you're not spending your own money on it, I can just open it up and show you guys really what it's about. I've looked into Loot Crate before. If you guys have heard about that, there's just a ton of videos that are online, and I'm just trying to do videos that a lot of people have not done and done good reviews on. So if you guys have any suggestions, go ahead and leave them below. Thank you. Bye. Alright, so I've got the Griots garage in the right and the Adams in the left. I put about an ounce of each in each one. I have my Adams wash mitt in here, and then I've got my Griots garage plush towel which I actually realized that this little chamois type thing is not a mitt, which I said in the video, it's just basically a pad. So I do the same method. I put it in the bottom of the bucket and put the product on top so I can let it foam. I'm going to put about the same amount of water and see how it suds. Just so you guys know, my car is not very dirty. It did rain and I drove it last night. I'm not going to worry about washing the wheels, but I've got some dirt on there that you may or may not be able to see. It's going to be dirtiest about right here down the bottom, which you guys will be able to see. But I'm going to see on the passenger side of the car, I'm going to use the Griots garage, and on the other side of the car, I'm going to use my Atom stuff and see how it does. Alright, so here we go on the suds different. I put about the same amount of water in there. It looks like the Atoms is a little more sudsy, but it's about that right there. And the Griots is looks like it lasts a little bit longer. As far as the suddiness, it doesn't really run away. So we'll see how it stays on the car. I'm going to go ahead and fill this up for the rest just to get them all topped off. And I'm going to start putting the product on the car, and once I get kind of a good lasting amount of the product on there, I will show you guys basically what it's going to look like as far as how long these suds are going to be able to stay up and lubricate and protect your paint. Alright, so this is immediately after application. As you can see, it's kind of sudsy, but it's not where I would expect it to be. Maybe I watered it down a little too much because I haven't experience with this, but usually this is not how my Adams car wash is going to come out. When I was using it, it was mainly just pouring water all over the car. So I'm going to go do the other side and show you guys what the Adams stuff will look like. Alright, so as you can see, there's almost a clear difference. I use the exact same amount of water, even though that bucket's bigger than that one. And it's pretty obvious that the Adams is winning out big time. I've still got suds lying on the car, versus the other side of the car has practically nothing on it. So I'm going to continue working on the car, and I will show you guys completely before I rinse it off. Alright, so the car's been completely washed. I don't have any suds left over at all. Yeah, and I put the Griots on last, and Adams is still there, just as you would expect. You can't really see this, but there's still suds there. Anyways, overall, not happy at all with the Griots. It was basically like rubbing water with a little bit of soap against my paint. Honestly, I'm never gonna allow their product, their car wash product, to touch my paint anymore, because it just has too high of a probability of inducing scratches. I also noticed that the chamois or little thing that they gave me doesn't remove dirt very well. It definitely attracts and grabs dirt pretty well, because when I was doing my exhaust, it definitely collected a lot of the stuff that was around there, but so does my Atom stuff. And if you've looked at when I showed it off, it has like little kind of stringy things with microfiber attached. Well, the actual pad itself is not microfiber, which also has the possibility of inducing scratches. So again, I probably won't use either of those two items on my nice car again. Maybe use it to for my wheel cleaning and stuff like that, or my crap car, but definitely not on my nice car. So I'm gonna go and dry it off, do some inspection, and see if it induced any more scratches versus my Atom stuff. Alright, I want to show you guys this. So this is the rag that I used to clean the side that the Adams was on. There's a few dirt patches on it, mainly from the underside of the car. Nothing too major that I get out of at least what I expect. Here's the other side here, but relatively, not that dirty. Granted, the goal is to get all the dirt off with the soap. Well, here's the one that I used for the other side of the car. Now, granted, that side was a little more dirty. There were a few noticeable spots, but look at all this dirt. I mean, it's really bad. And most of these dirt stains that you see on here, they came off with like one pass. I just had to rub over it with the wet-ish towel, and it took most of the dirt off. So basically what I'm trying to say is the Griots mitt did not do a good job at removing any of that dirt that was on there. So anyways, again, I'm not very happy with the Griots wash and or mitt. I'm not going to use it on anything that touches my paint. This is a pretty obvious sign of why that would be. Alright, so comparing the Speed Shine and the Adams detail polish. So to be honest, you guys probably won't be able to notice much of a difference in the paint. So I'm not going to show you, plus I'm fighting the rain and somebody's mowing the lawn out there, so you're not going to be able to hear me. But so the Speed Shine here, got the little like press applicator. You can assume how that works. I'm guessing it's just because it's in this small bottle, otherwise you're going to get a full-size spray bottle. But I got my Adams in the Quasar, which is basically top of the line, which you're going to get for spray bottle, so I'm not going to compare that. But it was difficult to use this finger. If you're using this on a lot of parts of the car like clean and stuff like that, your finger's going to get tired really fast. So when I sprayed both of them, I sprayed about the same amount of product on there, following the directions, and the Griots was definitely to the point where you could notice that there was something on there, but it was very small. With the Adams detail polish, it definitely added a shine. Usually what I do is I move like on one panel of the paint, and I kind of slide my body to the right and look at my face throughout the paint and see if there's any warping or anything like that with the lines in my face. I kind of put a no applicated pad between the middle, so as I moved from the right to the left, you could see that there was definitely something there, because once I crossed that line, you could see a lot of the lines in my face start to get kind of warped. And then over the detail spray, and it's almost like I put a fresh coat of wax on there. I moved back the other way and had the exact same thoughts, just going in reverse. So overall, it's not a bad product. It just isn't something that I would use as my primary detail spray. To be honest, it acts more so like the waterless wash that Adams has to remove dirt and other crap on your car after you've washed it, but you don't want to do a full-on wash. So not bad for that at all. Actually, it would be perfect for that because it has some lubrication in it. Detail spray is meant to make your paint pop. If you don't want to put a coat of wax, you already have wax on it. You just want to add that little extra bit to it. So anyways, that's the comparison of those two products. Alright, so here we go with the two different waxes. I've got the Adams Americana and the Griots. Oh, if I can grab it. The Griots paste wax. So I have sealant on the car, so this is about the section that has nothing on it. This is the Griots section, and that's the Adams section. To be honest, to me, they're not much of a difference at all as far as beading, and that's actually a lot better of a picture right there. Mainly because I have sealant on the car, but going to the paste wax for Griots, I wasn't going to think I was going to like this applicator, but I was able to load a lot of product on here, more than I expected. I didn't over put the product on there because I tried to keep it pretty even, but I was able to get a good enough amount on there with relative ease. The Americana, this is the applicator that they recommend you use, so I used it with that. This actually had a very difficult time picking up a lot of stuff. Now, understand that this wax here is about 2 years old, whereas this is brand new, so this is a lot softer. But I sprayed some detail spray on there to try and help it pick up a lot of the product, but it didn't get very much on there. So it took a lot more effort, but also I got better results, or should I say the same results, with less product on there. So overall, the Griots pretty impressed me. This is going to be definitely a lower price point than the Adams stuff, so I'm probably just going to rotate between the two until I figure out which one I like more for all the car, because like I said, I only did a small test section. So pretty impressed, especially since the paste wax here is one of the most expensive items that I got in there. So the fact that I'm happy with that means that the box is entirely worth it for myself. So anyways, that's the end of the video. If you guys want me to shoot any more detailing videos, feel free to leave that in the comments below. Thanks.